Okay, well, welcome on back to USC 2121 presented by none other than HyperX. I am still this one guy, he's still Thieves. And we are coming up on the start of the third and final match of our evening today. Arizona versus Iowa. We'll be getting started soon. Players are getting their way into the lobby. Things will be beginning shortly. And we're going to add a member as well here. So, like, everybody to give a warm welcome to Mr. Wosif J, Mr. Wowie himself.
Howdy, friends.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello, friends. So, Arizona, Iowa, I think is actually an interesting matchup on paper, despite the seed disparity of 7 and 26. A lot of new members on Arizona this year. No Xarius for the first time, I think, ever in USC. I think big strength there is still that Emla's around. Iowa, well, Revo mode, and kind of a few others. What do we think? I don't know. What do we think?
I think that, at least if I recall for past years, Arizona does not have an amazing history in USC, because even with Xarius, I think they get better as the pools get harder, and they just tend to not make it that far. So if the farther they make it, I think the better they will get. But I absolutely would agree. I don't think this is a free win for them, as much as the seeding may say otherwise.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of spicy. I think Iowa actually pulls this out. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't think that Iowa wins this, and I don't think that Iowa wins this for one reason, and that is that they're going to be missing Lalzup.
No.
They're missing him? Right.
He got injured in a work accident, so he is not able to play.
That is huge.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to be in for literally every map.
So I think that's going to be really huge here, because with Lalzep, this was like a super close matchup, and without Lalzep, it becomes a lot trickier, because I think he was, you know, like you said, he would have been in for just about everything. You know, they do have Revo, they do have Mode, they do have Gravel. Like, they'll have some players who will be able to play this pool competently, but I don't know that they stand up necessarily to the level that I think Emlon and even Pundice are likely capable of on an early round pool like this.
Yeah, I would agree. I was expecting Iowa's picks to honestly sort of revolve around him, and like just pick the maps where they have the best second and third, and sort of stay away from the mechanics heavy maps such as Nomad 5 and all of the DTs. But I think now they'll have to strongly adjust that potential strategy into something more viable.
Yeah, I think that's definitely, like, it's going to adjust. It's going to be rough on their strategy, I think, to say the least. And I don't know that they have the ability to pick around not having him. I don't actually know what the plan is going to be for that team tonight. But well, we'll play the warm-ups and you know, get into it and see what happens, I guess, is kind of the... Close a bunch of stuff. Okay. Also, shout outs to Glaive as just only bangers musician, artist, whatever. Like every Glaive song I've ever heard has just slapped.
True, I hadn't heard of them until they had a bunch of songs ranked in the past few months, and I can't like. There's probably only one of their songs that I even find like not great. Honestly, like most of them are pretty. It's a pretty high standard quality.
I'm trying to remember the first one that I heard. It was like the first one that got ranked. I think was it Astrid? I think it was Astrid. That was like the first one. The James Jan or whatever back in November. Eyesore is also really good. Shoutouts to Mimari and Silas and James Jan, the mappers behind a lot of the Glaive stuff, because they introduced me to an artist that I'm not a pretty big fan of listening to.
Jason Time as well, I think, unless you said him.
No, I did not. No.
Okay.
And meanwhile, Eric here only listens to K-pop, so unable to chime in on this discussion.
Just blatantly false.
Oh, true. You listen to K-pop and you listen to J-Rock. There, now I've covered all the bases, right?
I hate it here.
What is this DT1, and why is it not Japanese?
Yo, actually though, this Nomad one slaps. Or DT1, I mean, nostalgia. All right. I guess is Midwest like a related artist in some capacity? I'm not familiar with Midwest. Why is there an X there? That's not.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, we're getting. Speaking of Astrid, they heard me. They heard me. Let's go.
Where's our Glaive only tournament?
I don't know how well that would go. I don't think there are enough. I don't think there are enough maps, because it would just all be like slider tech, right?
But what if there were?
There's this girl named Astrid. Yeah, it's this. I deadass listened to this song. God, I think it was like the last 10 plays in my last FM when I first started. I just put it on repeat. This song is goated.
This is definitely one of those genres where all of the songs sound the same until you start paying attention, and then you realize how wrong that assumption is.
Did you also mean to you? I think Osu.
Perhaps.
Does Osu just have a problem with that? Songs where they all sound the same unless you pay really close attention?
Maybe. The USAO theory.
Oh my god. EDM is just kind of like that though. Like, also, I don't know, fucking lo-fi. Also, like every lo-fi song, I could not name a single lo-fi song because it's all the same.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
I mean, it's good. I'll put a lo-fi hip hop playlist on in the background and just forget about it for 8 hours, but that doesn't mean I know any of the songs individually. Also,
I don't think lo-fi is ever below a 4 out of 10 and higher than a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's the most like just listenable average music out there. Also, this is DT. Holy crap. This is actually kind of nuts with DT. My client is not having any of this double time stuff, though. I tell you what, holy cow. Okay, I think it's alive now. Dude, Pundus is actually kind of going. He's got 200 combo.
He had the highest score on the other warm-up by a lot of points as well.
Combo game indeed.
Combo game. He did beat Flasho earlier in NAT, so
that's right.
Maybe it's the Pundice tournament player arc. Who knows? It's better than the alternative arc for him. Let's see how things go. I can respect mode with the HD DT easy. That was a gamer score. He actually got 38,800 points with the easy double.
That is the can't read 10.3 method. I have this theory where, like, the sort of raw skill players who don't really put too much effort into, like, too many skill sets outside of DT meta when they start training for tournament skill sets, they just have this insane advantage above like someone who doesn't have quite as much of like a raw skill baseline.
Maybe that's an interesting way of looking at it. I hadn't really thought about that before.
It's the reason why someone like Weeble can just start doing tournaments and go one-on-one with Kablaze.
I think that's a good example of it. Yeah, he beat Kablaze by, what was it, 37 points on the tiebreaker in on Uparts?
Yeah, that's no joke.
Nuts, yeah. Freddie Benson was kind of the same way when he used to play some tournaments. Like, he was just insane in solo play, and he had really good tournament performances in a couple of tournaments, but I think he just doesn't like playing tourneys, unfortunately. Now, I don't even know that he plays Osu in general anymore, but that's still kind of, from when he was playing them, it was a little bit of an example as well.
I think he has a bi-monthly stream. Once in a blue moon. Very much casual, enjoying.
Yeah. Well, that's good, though. I mean, you like seeing people enjoying game. All right, so quick bans. Hard Rock 2 from Iowa, Hidden 2 from Arizona. I feel like I remember them doing that last year. The fun fact, Arizona played the first match of the year last year. They scheduled a Thursday night match the first week of the tournament. It was the only match I didn't get to stream in the play-in round. They played Washington, I think it was. And now they're playing a very early match this year as well in the first round. And I believe they banned low AR hidden as their ban in the play-in round last year, and they're banning low AR hidden as their ban in the round of 32 this year. So the more things change, the more they stay the same, I guess.
I forgot to say it, but I felt like there was not a reality where they did not ban Hidden 2.
For Iowa? You said Hidden 2, yeah. No, they don't have, I don't think, low AR hidden players, like, at all.
Ooh, we get to see Hard Rock 1 again. Let's go.
Yeah. Unsurprising. Unsurprising to see a Hard Rock pick from Arizona. Historically, always a team that likes Hard Rock. When you've got Emla as your best player, like, I feel like you're just going to play Hard Rock. As well as, like, game kind of just generic stuff. I feel like Arizona definitely more the mechanics roster here. Wow, I have a billion new notifications. Help. Make them go away. Okay. Yeah, so Saigo, once again. Oh, that's right. Arizona left the low AR hidden up last year, and Washington 3-wayed it. Thank you for the reminder. Because Washington, as it turns out, is pretty good at reading. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it with a little 200 BPM Hard Rock pick. Very consistency, light tech on this one. GLHF's coming out, so it looks like we're gonna see Emla, Mac, and Pundice against Josiah Forever, Mode, and Hammy My Rammy. One of my least favorite name changes in the entire tournament. I think I'm just gonna call him Revo.
No, I think you should call him by his name, Hammy My Rammy.
At least it's kind of funny. I think this is a very good pick from Arizona on the merit that even if Lolzep was playing this, they would probably still roll on a map like this, because Hard Rock is probably Lolzep's biggest weakness. So this is a good pick regardless of any absence.
Yeah, this was, I think, something that they were just picking based on the team matchup regardless.
Yeah.
This is just like, okay, we're going to feel good on this, and here we go. Ohio looked pretty good on this pick last match. See if Arizona can live up to the expectations of the high seeds on the slightly higher starting picks in the pool.
2 early breaks already from Iowa. Josiah struggling with accuracy as well.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I mean, I was a less mechanics-oriented team than Arizona, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm generalizing Arizona a little bit because the player I'm most familiar with is Emla, who's very much a mechanics player. But, like, I think Iowa, if I were Iowa, I would most likely probably be thinking more of the niche skill sets for my own picks, and then, you know, we'll see how the Arizona more mechanics-focused picks go, because Still a double FC, but it's only 500 combo in versus a single FC, and Josiah Forever having a lot of difficulty. This is Arizona just looking pretty comfy here. Iowa with a decent amount of combo on Mode and on Revo, but Pundice doing a pretty solid job with the backing combo for Mac and MLaw continuing their seas, though Mac breaks. So this is going to stay at about this score gap, I think.
Ooh.
Oh, well. Well, Josiah and Mode are just gone. So 1v1, MLaw versus Revo, and Pundice with a full 550 combo to just kind of play with. Also, the accuracy advantage by 2% over Mode and 7% over Josiah Forever cannot be understated. Oh, Josiah with the under aim too. That really sucks. That was unfortunate.
He was frustrated with that one.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know which is a worse feeling, under aiming or over aiming, but they're both pretty bad. That's true. Just miss aiming in general. Like, I feel like aim misses on like stuff that you are more than mechanically able to play is just really frustrating.
Now you know how I feel, Aaron.
Yeah, it's one thing to like miss on 8-star jumps, but missing on like 5-star jumps just feels really shitty. And Arizona gonna, I think, pretty comfortably bring this one home, as they have MLaw still on the full combo and Pundice with the 800 combo behind them. So maybe 600,000 or 700,000 final margin of victory for them. A very solid first pick for Arizona.
Revo will end up with the second highest individual score in the lobby, so props to him.
Yeah, he kept that combo going for a long time. I mean, he had, what, like about a 1K combo or so?
Yeah.
But just better team scores from Arizona. Unfortunately, Josiah kind of was the big, like, I don't know, difference as, like, one individual, but just across the team.
It's an S rank, actually, from Revo, aka Hammy My Ranny.
Yeah, so I think that's just one slider break, and it was, what, like, just under 200 combo from the ending. I mean, a pretty solid play from him. I think he is probably the best player on that team, him and Mode, in the absence of Lulzup. Those two, I can't decide. I guess they have kind of different skill sets, so hard to say, but yeah, Arizona just doing well in their own first pick, as one would expect. You just figure a team will pick something they're good at first. We get to go to the Iowa first pick, and maybe they can go for something that they are comfortable with as well. We'll see kind of what direction they want to go with this pick as well. Whether, you know, maybe they want to go something a little more niche, or if they want to pick something kind of straightforward. Hard to say, but I think... I mean, I always think of Mode as like a hidden / alt player. I don't know if that's actually accurate. It's just sort of I remember from him in Suigi a year ago.
I think it's still a case.
Was that Suigi? Yeah, it was a year ago, because he was on the team with, he was Dada's seed partner, I believe, right? I think that's right. Alright, we're taking some time here to decide on their pick. Maybe we get a Nomad 3, though. Maybe a Nomad 4? Maybe a Hidden 1?
I was thinking before the match started that Hidden 1 would be a very good first pick, but then the more I thought about it, I know that Hagawobla is a very good hidden player, and Pundice could probably keep up, at least to a decent margin, so that might not be as safe a pick as I originally thought.
Interestingly, though, they're going somewhere completely different. It's Fremod 3. So we do get...
We get Perth again. Again. Please laugh.
Ha ha
ha ha ha.
Thank you.
What is your favorite Yamba Bomb remix?
Over My Head.
Oh, true.
That's actually the first place I heard that song. I hadn't heard the original version of that song. God, how old is the first?
Oh, whack.
Because that's from like... God.
Is that early 2000s?
That's from like 2000. Well, no, the Osu, the map by Zappy. That's
Oh,
from 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original song, Sum 41 over my head. That's from, God, 2002. That was from their, like, was that their debut album or was that their second album? That might have been their, yeah, it was their second album. That was in 2002. That's the same album that Still Waiting was on, which was also a banger. Yeah, back into Career Mod 3. Saw this last time. Utsuha brought out the Nomad SS. So players going to be looking to live up to that. We'll see what kind of mods they decide on. Pretty comfy, 180 BPM, CS4 AR 9.3. So I think both Hidden and Hard Rock going to feel pretty okay on this map.
This is such a good practice map for both like burst tapping and burst aiming. I think it's one that I've known a lot of top players, they rated up. And which that just makes it even more brutal. It's not like it's easy at normal speed at all, especially with mods.
Which diff of this was it that Vaxay has that stupid play on? Is it Zappy?
I believe it is Zappy's diff.
That's the top diff? Wait, that's the top diff. Is it really? Let me see.
I think the Zappy diff and the Asphyxia diff are like the same star rating now. They used to not be, but
Zappy diff is 6.58. 8 miss 600 combo from Vaxay on top diff. I thought he had one where he like missed like at the very end. I'm gonna get a DM from somebody that knows way too much about Vaxay, telling me exactly what the play was, like with a screenshot and everything, but...
actually...
You're right. But until that happens, we're just gonna get into it with Hidden Hagawabla, Hidden Hard Rock on Mac, Hidden on Mode, and Hard Rock on Hammy and My Rammy. So we do have Pundice and Gravel matching Nomad. And I have received said DM... Oh, no! They just heard the name Vaxay and they didn't know what map it was.
Mac is gonna chain miss. I'm kind of surprised to not see Emla on this, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really easy to chain miss this with Hidden. We were talking about that last time, like, Hidden streams, you miss one note and you miss the entire thing. I feel like that's just kind of how it goes. We'll see how the consistency holds up from Iowa, though, because this map is just, like, the same difficulty outside of one slow part and one break for basically the entire thing, and it just kind of continues to build into the ending.
I think you would definitely agree especially from seeing the Ohio match, that the ending definitely snowballs a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't get too much harder, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah, it feels like it just kind of repeats, like the ending just keeps on going, except it just doesn't stop. It's pretty accurate. Gravel did find a miss, so combo advantage back over to Arizona, and they still have the SS on Pundice matching Mode.
That could be a damning miss, though. You've seen your no mod dropping on a free mod pick.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. You know, Revo and Mode both doing pretty well. Hagawabla has really good act on Hidden, but that's like such an easy place to break in the ending, especially as things kind of build up. I feel like Hidden is like the mod that scales the hardest on this map towards the ending. Oh, there goes Gravel again. Lead flickering over to Arizona at long last. We'll see how if it keeps going. They've got to keep on holding on to these combos.
This is still anyone's map, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anybody breaks from Arizona, it can go right back over to Iowa, especially considering they still have their FCS on 2 mod players. But Mac has a very big combo. Oh, that not anymore. He doesn't. He did. All right, this just got very interesting.
Is that enough to flip it back to Iowa? I'm not sure.
It's 2 FCs versus 2 FCs combo, and the 2 FCs are nope. Not
oh
anymore.
no!
Revo! Oh, that's very sad.
Again,
yeah, that's just gonna do it pretty much. Haga and Pundice would both have
Mode
to die.
as well, breaking.
Yeah, okay, it's a full reset for Iowa. That's tragic.
Yeah, but great plays coming out from Pundice and Hagawabla.
Yeah, it's a double FC on Hidden and on Nomad, which is really nice. 3 100s and 4 100s respectively. Solid stuff from Arizona. I mean, not much you can do against a double FC with really solid accuracy if you don't have 2 FCs of your own. It's a tough spot to be in for Iowa. They dropped a early break point. Arizona 2-0 and their own second pick to come. They'll look to consolidate. See what direction they go, because I don't know. I don't know what kind of map they're gonna want next. Returning client.
I feel like they have to lean into DT now, right?
I could see a DT3. Because I think that's like the most difficult in terms of what it tests in the DT pool. 261 BPM. A little bit more difficult than DT1 in the speed department. I think just generally more difficult than DT2.
I think if Arizona picks anything that is not in the DT pool or Nomad 5, I would be very, very surprised.
I mean, they could actually pick Nomad 1 if they wanted to. I could see a Nomad 1 pick. Hey, DT3, alright. we did it, gang.
We're just seeing the same maps again. Let's go.
I have no problem with this.
Me neither, honestly.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever, because this pool kind of slaps. They're just bangers, like everywhere.
Canadian Idiot is an inspired song choice.
Thought of trolling all of the Americans. Non-USA co-hosting USA tournament, putting in Canadian Idiot in the first pool. I mean, really the joke doesn't need to be written there.
I would say the Hard Rock pool definitely wins for the biggest banger mod, though. Saigo and Fellas cannot be beat, in my eyes.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So I just realized one of the Nightbot commands is like messed up, so I have to fix that. Oopsie. Wait, what the heck? Hang on. Wait, that calls... I'm so confused.
Did Aaron just go ASMR mode?
No, it gave somebody an error, and I need to figure out why it's giving them that error, but we're starting, so whatever, I'll figure it out later. Agawabla, Mac, and Pundice. Again, no Emla, interestingly. But worked for them last time, so no big deal, I guess. I guess, I don't know, he's not really a speed player per se, so not a super big surprise.
Just wants to keep his 100% FC rate, I understand it.
True.
Yeah, we saw how that worked out for Kablaze, or not.
Josiah back in for Iowa, by the way.
Yeah, an early break from Hagawabla, a couple of early breaks from Hagawabla. So, Iowa gonna take, I think, kind of their first real lead here? Gonna be 100K. Yet to see a break.
They definitely had some momentum in the middle of Perth again, but it just slowly decayed away as the song kept going. But they definitely have it more firmly now.
I mean, we're already halfway into it. They've got a 100K lead on Arizona's pick, so... Oh, well, that was an under aim, too. That was unfortunate. Oh!
Revo as well.
Yeah, Hagawabla broke, but that's the one that doesn't matter as much for Arizona. It's Mac and Pundice still in the full combo. They're going to bring this score gap back, especially since we're already at the 2/3 mark. Once again, like, Iowa just at a point in the map where they could have continued to build a lead, and they managed to find a couple of drops. 15K.
It's another slider break for Revo.
Poor Revo, man.
There's a single tap section coming up that is pretty nasty.
Yeah, it is gross.
Like the
Could
doubles.
swing things one way or another.
Yep. This thing here is...
Oh,
it's a three-way.
Arizona
Everybody
resets.
but Mode. Literally everybody but Mode. Let's go Mode. Mode DT player hits the thing that nobody else does, and that's just gonna win this for Iowa straight up. That was clutch from Mode. He hit
That was clutch,
he hit
bro.
the double pattern, and no one else did, and he just single-handedly won that pick for Iowa. That's a break point right back.
I was expecting that to be a place where a few people dropped. I was not expecting 5 out of 6.
Yeah, I don't think anybody from Ohio missed it last time. Don't remember on Rhode Island side, but and it's like if you've played the pool, you know that's coming, but it's still hard to hit, I guess, even if you know it's there. So I don't know. It's a break point back though, so 2-1 goes the score, and Iowa will have the next pick to try and tie things up. Shades of our first match of the night, where you got a couple break points in a row early on. Also, the Vaxay play was indeed Zappy's diff. It's max combo of 344, but it's an S rank. Like 0 misses.
Ow. Square enjoyer.
And we are going to see the Nomad 3 from Team Iowa. I did kind of expect this to come from them, and here we are.
I heard you say it, yeah.
Yeah, we will get the alt pick from them. Going a little niche here. So this is one of the longer maps in this pool. It is basically 4 minutes long. Very consistent difficulty. Does scale a little bit harder in the second half into the last third. 138 BPM, CS3 AR 9.2, so a little bit bigger circles, but we've seen some players do very well on this, and we've seen some players struggle a little bit on this, and Iowa hoping that Arizona will find the latter to be true for them.
My analysis is this is a banger.
True.
Wise.
When I first looked at the pool, all I saw, like, I just kind of glanced over, I saw Mela. I thought it was Melos, which is like which was the one tournament that I've ever played. Melos was like a DT map. The Wednesday Campanella. I don't know if anybody else is familiar with that map besides me.
It sounds familiar. I might have seen it in like scrolling.
Yeah. Because it's MELOS, but it has the exclamation mark after it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nope, it's this map that's the furry background.
Oh. You absolutely love to see it. Well, I must say, outside of the AR8s, Iowa is picking some of the lowest star rating maps in this pool, so they're definitely going for the anti-skill cap picks, as you sort of had in mind, T1G.
Yep. Going a little more niche. We'll see if it works out for them, but I do think that, especially considering Arizona's first 2 picks being Hard Rock 1 and DT3, like, I think Arizona is kind of trending toward mechanics, but there's a lot of map here with it being as long as it is, so it's going to call in some consistency in a skill set that not everyone is amazing at, but hope for the best for everyone here. And Mac already down at 92%, so maybe a little bit of a struggle here.
Everyone on Iowa has better act than everyone on Arizona. That is a strong start for them.
That is, yeah, not something you see every day from a 20 seed differential. 96.7 highest stack for Arizona. The lowest stack is 97.4 for Iowa. Still no breaks from anyone yet, though, which means combo game could get strong here if anybody finds an unfortunately timed miss, just like Josiah Forever does right there. I hate when I'm right about those things, man. It feels so bad. It's going to take a while for the score to go over because of the act difference, but Arizona does have basically 500 combo worth of lead.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, Mac is single tapping some of these patterns. It doesn't look like every pattern, but he's been single tapping a few.
He's single tapping a lot from what I'm seeing. Oh, Josiah with another break. That's really sad for him. Unfortunate. Only a third of the way through. Mode is the alt player, by the way. 99.51% act, best in the lobby by about 0.7% over Revo, and then a fair amount to the next best.
Hope Josiah isn't kicking himself too hard. There's a lot of map left, and even if they lose this, a lot of match left.
Yeah, just has to, I think, keep the mental strong and build some combo back up to try and support his teammates. And remember as well that the map does get harder in the last half, especially in the last like third and quarter. So, you know, really anything can still happen. You saw what happened with Arizona last time, and they three-way broke with a pretty decent combo lead. So, nothing to say that sort of thing couldn't happen again. That square pattern is rough. Nice and Mac both break on it.
Can I have any Arison squares in chat?
That opens this right back up for Iowa with the double FC on Mode and on Revo. Emla still with the FC, but not going to be enough on his own.
Yeah, and a bit of an act diff between the FCs, as we can see.
Yeah, just shy of 99% on both from Iowa.
Oh,
there
what
goes
did Bo
Mo,
just
though.
miss on?
I wonder if that was a slider break. I'm not really sure. I feel like mistapped a slider head or something. That was very strange. Anybody else notice the like radio effect on this part of the song?
I like it.
It's
nice,
like being played in the room next door, like those song video memes.
Yeah.
Africa by Toto, but it's being played in an abandoned shopping mall.
It's gonna break again, and I don't know, this could get really close down the wire.
Yeah, but the fortunate thing for Iowa here is that they do have well, they have MLA breaking. That's what's really fortunate for Iowa. I was going to say they had Revo with a 2% accuracy lead over MLA, but now it's just kind of...
Oh my
god.
Wait a minute. Pundice has a 150 combo lead. Oh, and Josiah broke. No!
And Revo. Oh my god.
Oh, this is going to be so close. There goes Pundice, though. That was really lucky for Iowa. They might just be able to hold on now, but it's going to be so close. Just shy of 200 combo on both Emla and Mac. It's not enough time anymore. And there goes Mac. Yep. Whoa. That was...
Iowa just got away with murder.
Yeah, that was scary, dude. Boy, they barely eked that one out.
I'm glad I did not say that I would not bet on Emla missing. I was thinking it, and then he missed, and I'm just really glad that I was not like the martyr for that.
Yeah, that would have, like, somebody would have been coming after you, I think. You would have had to lock your doors and sleep with one eye open. But fortunately, the prophecy was not presented to us, so it could not be proven false. And it's going to be 2-2, so we're on a level playing field as we come into the third pick from the Arizona side.
Just like that, we have a match on our hands.
This could get very interesting now. So Arizona, the DT pick didn't work out for them. Do they stay in the DT pool or do they go somewhere else? I mean, there's obviously plenty of options for them if they want to go, you know, they're not going to go hidden 1. I would almost say maybe Nomad 5 and just say, here you go, Emla. Like Nomad 2 or Nomad 5 might be a viable option here.
On to alert.
I have been alerted.
See, the thing about this map is it has a lot of tricky 1/3 sections, I would say.
Yeah, as far as Nomad 2s go, like, especially for an early round, this one is relatively tricky. 201 BPM is a little higher than most early round Nomad 2s. It's very short to kind of compensate. It's only just under 2 minutes long, and none of the streams are super long, but you've got kind of some difficult changing rhythms and a somewhat high BPM.
Oh my god, this piano goes off.
Yeah, this song is really good. Cosmo at Boso P. I don't know how you're supposed to actually pronounce that, but they just...
Oh, soup.
Bo Soup. Isn't there like an Azer joke about that? I don't remember. There's some sort of Azer joke about that.
Your guess is as good as mine.
At Azer, where is he? Where is he? Somebody ping him in his server. Like, why am I remembering you being somehow associated with Boo Soup?
The more I hear it, the stupider it sounds.
Boo Soup. Well, because usually, like, OU in Japanese transliteration is like a long O sound, so it'd be like Boso P, but I really have no idea. I can,
All that matters is it looks sick as hell.
Yeah, right? The random capitalization and the at sign really just bring it all together for me. It's like what's the Nomad 2 with all of the at signs in it. It was in Forley, you see. Hang on, I can look that up. It's the most ridiculous title you will ever see in your life. It's like, was it round of 6? Oh shoot, why can't I find it? I actually can't. I'm so sad. I'm not gonna be able to find it, am I? All right, oh, here. It's. I'm gonna put it in chat because, like, what is this?
Oh my god!
Hat at p at mer vat catchen be at you to fatal at unshine. Like, what is that?
Every A is replaced with at.
But there's like extra letters too. The happy with the A and then the at, both still there.
Oh god!
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we got Hemla, Haga, Wabla, Pundice against Josiah, Mode, and Revo. I don't know that Iowa really plays Nomad 2. So already having some difficulty are Josiah and Revo, and Mode is at 93% act, 92% act. So we'll see what happens because there's a couple breaks. Yeah, Emlon and Hagawabla. Okay, so it's Pundice versus Mode, and Pundice has a 2% act lead. And we're already a third in because this map is quite short. This is a little bit of an int from just everyone involved, I think.
I think it's just a pretty tricky Nomad 2, if I'm being honest, especially at this early of this game.
There is some non-standard elements of a Nomad 2 in this one too. It's got like the weird like kick slider aim and some kind of weird rhythm changes as well. That normally in Nomad 2, you know, you're just expecting kind of a stream map. But this one leans pretty heavily on somewhat difficult aim for what kind of map it is. Things going alright for Arizona though. 300,000 point lead. Little 1/3. Everybody makes it through okay. And this is just going to be Arizona racing out to a 400,000 point lead that they're going to just close out the map with, I think. Much better pick than their last one for them. That's going to about do it. So 500,000 plus lead and win there for Arizona. Nomad 2 goes well their way, and yeah, C rank from Josiah Forever. Not a Nomad 2 player. I'm gonna hazard a guess at that.
Yeah, good FC from Pundice though, and I think that's a slider break early on for Mode, but still a good play as well.
No, he missed 18 slider ends or more. I don't know.
Doable.
How many. I don't know what the max. I don't know what the max combo actually is because nobody got a max combo. Oh, okay.
The instant Nomad 5 pick from Iowa.
Say, like, we're still on the score screen here, and we're already getting the Nomad 5 pick.
I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it's maps like that where Lalzep's absence is really, really felt.
Think he would have been able to play better on a Nomad 2?
I do think so. I mean, I don't know if he would have done good enough to somehow sway that point. Like, he would have needed to basically FC as well. But, I mean, a C rank among S ranks and A's, you never like to see that.
Yeah. If you replace Josiah Forever with Lalzep and Lalzep FCs, they do win. Actually, Lalzep would need Okay, a theoretical replacement third player. We won't even say Laza, just a theoretical replacement third
Yeah.
player over Josiah forever would need like 800k.
Which
no,
is a
more than
big
that, like
if.
850k, which is
That's
yeah,
a
it would
big if
be.
considering the map.
It would have to be basically as good of a score as Pundice is. And they would have had to have mode still score 826k as well. So it would have been tough. But Nomad 5, which I thought was going to be an Arizona pick, but it's coming out from Iowa instead. Now, I mean, they did win DT3, which was like relatively fast, I guess, but kind of surprised to see this from them after losing Nomad 2. I don't know. Maybe better at 220 BPM than they are at 201 BPM. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Emla Floob Pundice. Floob coming in for the first time. That's a fun name to say. Floob. Against Josiah, Mode, and Revo. I think that's just kind of... Have we seen much gravel? Or Gus GH numbers? It's Gus GH, what, 0824?
I guess they may be banking on the fact that speedy maps at this difficulty of pool aren't really very gated for players yet. I mean, I guess the level of stamina and speed is not insanely high yet. So maybe they're banking on this being an act battle.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like you're seeing Xenobeat or something
No.
like that. You know, this is a very tame map compared to late round Nomad 5s. You were absolutely correct about that, so...
I do like it as a pick, though.
Yeah, I think this map like fits the general difficulty of this pool pretty well. Relatively speaking, this pool is actually kind of fast. It's I think like 200 average BPM or something, which to me for a really early pool is somewhat high. But this pick is still I think fine in it. You see a couple breaks from Josiah early on. He's been the one I think struggling the most from Iowa. Gonna have to be Mode and Revo holding on for quite some time. And they're both looking good. I mean, 98, 99 accuracy FCs. But Josiah really struggling. 92 AC, 100,000 points behind already. Is gonna be a bit of a drag on Iowa's hopes to win this pick if he doesn't really pick it up. Still no breaks from Arizona, and we're already halfway through here. That lead goes to just about 200,000 points. And there goes Josiah once again. Yeah, this is that third player syndrome, I think, that happens when you are unfortunately missing somebody. But there goes Emla.
Oh, hold on. Floob
And
broke
Floob.
the ball.
And Floob. Okay. This just got...
So this could come back.
Yeah, this just got way more interesting than I would have expected to. They've got some deficit to make up because of... Oh my god, Pundice broke as well.
God.
Okay. All right.
Nothing is over until it's over in this match. That's what these
Jeez.
players have to remember at this
Yeah.
point.
I just don't know what that slider break was.
I
Like-
don't know what any of those breaks were because like that section is not intensely difficult, but the lead is just gonna fly over to Iowa. I seem to have spoken far too soon because I just didn't expect what happened to Arizona by any means. And now it's just going to be a 200,000 point lead for Iowa in the blink of an eye. And they make
These
it through
buzz
those
sliders are
sliders.
only helping their combo. lead,
Yeah. You can glove a nice buzz slider to build your combo up when you're in the lead, and it's like relatively close. It's just free combo. I'm on with another break at the end there too. This is wow, quite the swing. I mean, that's what happens when you break it like the 2/3 mark though too. I mean, your score just gets capped. And that's a solid win for Iowa that I did not fully expect by any
Is
means.
that their biggest point differential yet? I
Boy,
feel like it has to be.
I think so. That's 451k. Their previous was 60k and 227k. Yeah, that one much bigger than the others. So that's a good win there for Iowa, and it takes them to, again, a tie 3-3. Teams are going to come to their last pick each.
Tiebreaker hype?
Tiebreaker hype would be pretty cool. I would like a nice tiebreaker here to end out Friday night. The Friday night lights of Osu, you know? It's a little TB action.
Considering the breakpoints and the fact that we all thought rather that Nomad 5 was an Arizona friendly map, I'm just convinced that picking your maps in tournaments is impossible.
Yeah, honestly, you might as well just flip a coin.
Roll 18 or whatever the pool size is.
I think it's like 15, right? Because this pool is pretty small. It's 2 per mod or 2 hidden Hard Rock, 3 DT free mod, 5
nomads too.
Yeah. So what does Arizona have left here that they're going to feel comfortable? That's going to be DT2, I guess. So they're going to answer my question for me. All right. He is a pirate. Hack SL is insane. 225 BPM. Little bit of finger control. Not really speed gated by any means. I mean, it's only 5 BPM faster than the Nomad 5 we just saw. But a little bit of awkward rhythm. And a couple of tricky like bursts and stuff, but nothing super difficult. Best map.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it has like a lot of rhythm changes between like 1/3 and 1/4, and that could trip a few players up.
Yeah, absolutely. There's also that little like swing rhythm section. Just it kind of throws more rhythm changes at you than you would expect for a map like this, I guess is kind of how I'm trying to put it.
Being a pirate is tough.
True. Yo, can we pool You Are a Pirate 3 mod?
Yes.
In honor of Toy.
Oh my god.
All right, Emla Flube Pundice once again. Josiah mode Revo, of course, the 3. I would honestly, you know, I've kind of been ragging on Josiah a little bit for his low scores, but like they're enough for his team to win points. So whatever, you know. But a couple early breaks from Iowa here, gonna give Arizona a small early lead. This is the last pick for Arizona, no matter what happens. Pretty important they win it. That is a break from Flube.
Flube with a miss.
He's also down at 92 AC, which is matching Josiah. Fortunately, they have 98 on MLA. Gonna try an AC
I was wondering if this sort of pick is something to get Arizona's mental back, because this pick is very similar to Nomad 5 in BPM, and it has more of this weird, quirky, I guess, buzz slider, weird rhythm stuff that seems like is the thing that they broke on Nomad 5 rather than the actual speedy bits. Seems to be working all right so far.
Yeah, you've got pretty sizable combo lead. Double FC still intact. Flube on a reasonable backing combo.
Here comes that swing bit you talked about, though.
Yeah, there's nothing super difficult in here. It's just a bit of a rhythm change, kind of throwing something a little different at you. So you have to kind of be aware of it and make sure to keep your AC up as well. As Josiah Forever is 92%, 94% on mode. Meanwhile, 96 is on Pundice and Emla.
Big stream coming, I think.
Relatively, I guess. Big. Yeah, everybody made it through. No breaks on the stream. That's just going to help Arizona more as we come down to the ending. They're going to have a 200,000 point lead into this last section. Couple little bursts and triples in here that you can break on if you're not careful. That's going to get MLA. I think it's going to be too little too late for Iowa, though. That lead is going to be pretty comfy. And Mr. Revo did everything he could over there. I believe that was, I think that was an FC out of him. But to get matched by Pundice. And just a little better backing score. 881k on MLA, pretty solid. Josiah had a good combo, but no, I say Josiah had a good combo. It's just his accuracy kind of let him down because he had basically equal combo and a 1 miss just like Emla, but you know, 4% accuracy difference, really kind of hurting. So Iowa,
and we will see hidden one for the last pick for Iowa. We get to enjoy Pierce the Veil yet again.
Wasn't this the last pick last match as well?
Yes.
So it's the final pick 2 matches in a row. We'll see if it ends up being the last map of 2 matches in a row as well, or if we're gonna end up going to a TB.
USC is a simulation, a social experiment, if you will. I heard you guys mentioning if you thought this map was one of the harder, or maybe even the hardest of this pool. I don't think it is, but I do think it's the most intable. Like, someone who's really cozy on this map could just low roll like half of their score, I think, if like on a bad day. So that's why this is a little. Maybe this is why they didn't pick this map sooner. When I thought this would be a first pick for Iowa.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the conclusion we came to. I don't know that last match was like the greatest example, just because I think Rhode Island was really overmatched on this map. But I do think you're right that like on some of these patterns, if you miss like one note, it's easy to miss the entire thing. So, as you said, very, very intable, and something that I think it's hard to be super 100% comfortable and confident on. But is this also the first time we're seeing Gravel here for Iowa? Has he played a map previous to this?
I think he played one earlier.
Yeah,
one
I think
map
he played
earlier?
the free mod.
Oh, he probably was. Was he hidden on the free mod?
No, he was the no mod.
Or was he the no mod on the
Think
free mod?
about it.
Okay, that's right, because Mike Mode was the hidden on the free mod.
Yes.
We'll see how the non-hidden gamers of Arizona do here, as Gravel does become the first player to miss. A lot of map in front of them, though, again. This is another pretty lengthy pick.
Shooting from the hip, I think the players to watch out for in this pick are Hagawobla and Mode. I think they have the best shots to carry their teams in a potential situation like that.
And you're totally not saying that because they were both holding on to, like, SS and 99.7% FCs, right?
No, absolutely not.
No, I do agree, though. I think Mode looks very comfy on Hidden in general. Hagawabla, likewise. Another break from Gravel. It's going to start to drag his score down as we get farther and farther into the map. He's already about 100,000 points behind some of those FCs, but there goes MLaw. So it is 2 FCs to 2 now.
Gravel chain missing a lot of these patterns will not
Gravel's
be good
getting
for a score.
abyssal a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, you miss the first note of one of those, and you just, like, maybe slightly misread or something, and you just miss the entire thing. Especially at this BPM, it's really easy to just full int these aim patterns. There's another one. The problem that I was going to start to run into is that Gravel is chain missing, which is losing him score, whereas MLaw has picked his combo back up.
Yeah.
I was really
At this
gotta
point-
just hope for Pundice or Haga to find a really bad break. This section is like the nightmare for Iowa too, because this is completely free combo for a while straight. And just, there's even just like almost a break time like after this where you have the little bridge thing. Like there's just the repeat sliders at the top and that's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this part is hard, but it's like, it's difficult enough where missing here would really make your heart ache.
This section, oh, nobody gets caught out on those kick slider jumps. We have seen a couple breaks there. It was Gravel, but none of the really relevant combos. Everybody looking pretty comfortable, and that's gonna about spell doom for Iowa, as that lead is 200k. Mode and Revo are still looking good, but it's a double FC to match them, and MLaw on that 600 combo is outstripping, he's doubling Gravel's score.
Yeah, and I think at this point it's just too late now, unless we see a double FC break.
Nope. Mode
Oh,
broke
there goes
and Arizona
Mode.
held. That's gonna do it. So no tiebreaker for us, unfortunately. Mode knows what happened there. Haga does find a late miss, just all the way into this ending already, so it's 300k still in the bank for Arizona. And that will, I think, do it.
It's a very clutch FC from Pundice, assuming he connects it.
Yep, hits the ending stream, and Gravel leaves before the map ends. Yeah, definitely going to be unhappy, I think, with that performance, unfortunately. Down match point, and you just don't put forth your best score on a map, but I think everybody's been there. Knows that that is not the best feeling, so. Kudos to Arizona, closing things out without having to go to the tiebreaker. Well done to them on the 5-3 victory. And Iowa are defeated. They will drop down to the losers bracket, unfortunately, but means let's see here. Let's take a look at the bracket, see who we'll be facing.
Considering they were missing one of their core players, I don't think Iowa has anything to be ashamed of, putting up 3 points against a very high-seeded team with a very high skill cap.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad result. I think, there's a couple of little things here and there that could have made a difference in that match. Could have, if not won it, at least got a tiebreaker. But they're gonna get the loser of Carolina versus Illinois. So if Carolina wins that, of course, that'll be an interesting feeling for Lulzit, but I don't know if he's going to be back for this tournament at all. I'm not going to disclose too much about what's going on there, but I don't know whether or not he'll be returning. So that'll still be unfortunate for Iowa. But in the losers bracket, maybe a little lower skill cap opponent, maybe can have a little better turn of affairs. Arizona, of course, then will get the winner of Carolina versus Illinois, which I think should be another winnable matchup for them, especially if Pundice keeps playing as well as he did today. That was a really solid performance from him. I'm very impressed. But as a GG well played to these teams, and that is the end of our night here, as that is the third and final match of day 1 of the tournament. Take a look at the bracket here. We'll have Arizona advancing onward, along with Ohio a bit ago, into that round of 16. And that'll set us up with our schedule for tomorrow. So we'll be back in just about exactly 12 hours. It's going to be Texas versus Minnesota. That'll be followed by 2 matches on at once, North Carolina versus West Virginia, which I don't know if that's actually going to end up being played. I think that might end up being a forfeit from West Virginia. Waiting to see on what happens there. And Wisconsin versus Kansas, which is the second of the play-in matchups. That'll be at 18 UTC as well, so I have a couple matches there. And I think that's followed up by Nevada versus Pennsylvania. So that'll be a pretty fun block. I think we have a couple good matchups there. I think it's going to be interesting to see a new look Texas, that other play-in, hopefully is as competitive as our previous one as well. So
much OSU to be enjoyed.
Yeah, we've got a lot of OSU, man. I mean, first weekends of tournaments are always like this. You just get a lot of matches going on. There's 18 matches in this round when you count in the play-ins, so a lot of OSU going on. But, congrats to our victors so far, Arizona, Ohio, and Louisiana. And thank you guys for being here, Misters Wowie and Thieves. Appreciate having you guys. I'm sure we'll see more of y'all in the next few days as we advance through our play-in and round of 32 weekend.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
yeah. All right, again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to HyperX for helping make this tournament possible, as always, and we will see you all in 12 hours for the first block of day 2 of USC 2021. Have a great night.